play a land, play Divine Visitation. Our opponent reading that. We're doing it! -3 Tibalt. That's going to make us, yes, 3 angels. And we're going to attack in the air. Greetings, all my happy friends, and welcome back to the MTG Struggle Bus, where I struggle more, and boy, did I struggle today. So you guys can struggle a little less, trying out some deck ideas and whatnot, and see what works and what doesn't. We're at it again, this time in Alchemy, and with, shoot, I'm drawing a blank. Boros, there we go. Red-white, trying to make Tibalt Wicked Tormentor work. This deck, we're going to capitalize on 2 Alchemy cards. Tibalt, being able to minus him to make a bunch of Devil tokens, and then the potential aspect of Faithful Disciple. So let's go ahead and go into Disciple real quick. Disciple is one of the new cards from Alchemy, where it is a 2/2 human cleric for 1 white. Has vigilance, and then when Faithful Disciple dies, draft a card from Faithful Disciple's spellbook. So we're looking for a couple of enchantments that will end up making our deck super sweet. First off is Anointed Procession. This is an enchantment for 3 white. If an effect would create 1 or more tokens under your control, it creates twice that many tokens instead. So we get to make a ton of Devil tokens. The other one, Cathar's Crusade. This is a 3 white enchantment. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. So of course, all the devils that come into play from Tibalt end up coming into play at the same time. So it's easy if you go like -3, make 3 4/4s, or if you've been able to plus them a couple times, you know, -5. It's absolutely crazy. Another one we are looking at is, where are you at here? Banishing Light. So we get a removal spell. Oops, did that reset it? It did. Hold on 1 second. So Banishing Light simply just gives us another removal spell. For 2 and a white, you get to remove, exile target permanent. So that's a plus as well. And then we get Divine Visitation. This is kind of one of the linchpins of the deck. This is a 3 white enchantment. If 1 or more creature tokens would be created under your control, that many plus or 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance are created instead. So you -3, -4, -5 Tibalt, bam, you get a bunch of 4/4 angels, as well as some other token generators that we have in the deck that I'll go over in a moment. We're running Duelist Heritage. This is another good one where it gives one of our attacking creatures double strike. So of course it pumps up our Great Beater as well. And then that's pretty much the main ones. Nothing else really capitalizes in the deck, but you know, I figured I wanted to mention it. So let's go over Tibalt and then our other and then the rest of the cards. I'll say how they make tokens, etc. So Tibalt Wicked Tormentor is a 3 loyalty planeswalker for 3 red, +1 add a red to your mana pool. Draft a card from Tibalt Wicked Tormentor's spellbook, then exile it. Until end of turn, you may cast that card. Tibalt Wicked Tormentor deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker unless its controller has Tibalt deal 3 damage to them. If you do, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. And then -X, there we go. Create X 1/1 red devil creature tokens with, when this creature dies, it deals X damage to any target. So that's the kind of ability that we're capitalizing on. Though I will admit his spellbook is pretty sweet. Charmbreaker Devils is fantastic. Let's see. Havoc Jester is great. Hell Rider is pretty much a sweet spot that you want to get. Let's see. Sin Prodder, another winner in my opinion. And I think those are the major ones. Brimstone Vandal and Devil's Play. So he actually has quite a solid spellbook. Additional top end, we're running Goldspan Dragons, which is a 4/4 dragon for 3 red, flying haste. It did get nerfed in Alchemy, where now it only generates a treasure token when it attacks, not when it's targeted. But while it's in play, all your treasure tokens create 2 mana instead of 1. And then we're running a full play set of Doomscar. It is a 3 white sorcery, destroy all creatures, but you can foretell it for 1 and a white. Now another token generator that we're having that combos well with double damage is Leonin War Leader. This is a 4/4 cat soldier for 2 white. Whenever Leonin War Leader attacks, create 2 1/1 white cat creature tokens with lifelink that are tapped and attacking. So of course they have a chance of they could come into play both triggering Cathar's Banner or whatever, giving them both +2/+2 as well as your War Leader, and or double damage becomes 8, and then with the Visitation it creates 2 4/4 flying attacking angels. So super busted if we get that to go off. A little bit of card advantage here with Showdown of the Skulls. It is a saga for 2 white. Exile the top 4 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards. So there's a form for us to get card advantage in white. Whenever you cast a spell this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, are the second and third chapters of the saga, just a way to buff the team. We're running 3 Demon Bolts because we can foretell it. It gets rid of pretty much anything on the board. For the most part, gets rid of Leer, gets rid of opposing dragons. So that's why we're running that versus something like a Braid. We're running 1 Divine Purge, which is an alchemy card, and just 1 white. For a sorcery, exile all artifacts and creatures with mana value 3 or less. They perpetually gain. This spell costs 2 more to cast, and this permanent enters the battlefield tapped. For as long as each of them remain exiled, its owner may play it. The one thing I will say about this card that I didn't know until I played it, the discount from the Dragon Whelp that the dragons get is on the special tech. It goes in like the rules, not their actual mana cost. So I was hoping when they played 2 or 3 cheap dragons that I would be able to exile them all, but it doesn't work that way. We're running 3 Borrowed Times as catch-all removal. This also does synergize with some of the Faithful Disciple spellbook because they do have the Empty Throne, Shrine of the Empty Throne, where if you play an enchantment, you get a 4/4 angel. So there's a little bit of synergy there, but not really the one we're looking for. But it's pretty much 2 white enchantment, get rid of any permanent. Running 2 Shattered Skull Smashings, that could be a red mana source, or we can pay X red to deal damage to up to 2 targets. Another form of card advantage in red, we're running Reckless Impulse. This is a sorcery for 1 red. Exile the top 2 cards of your library until end of turn. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. So again, trying to get card advantage. Running 1 Lantern Flare is one of fun of to kind of skim some bleeding or kind of mitigate some bleeding if our opponents get aggressive on us. This is a 1 white instant. Lantern Flare deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker if you gain life. And then, actually, correction. It's so difficult to figure out how to read cleave cards, but we're pretty much going to play this for X red white. And then it deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker and you gain X life. There you go. That's how we're playing it. Running 2 Fateful Absence. This is a 1 white instant. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Its controller investigates. And then we already talked about Faithful Disciple. And then 2 Spikefield Hazards. That could be a tapped red sorcerer. Deal 1 damage to any target. If that permanent dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile instead, which comes in handy picking off some of those cheaper Dragon Whelps or the clerics in the cleric deck. And then the mana base we're running, and nothing too special, play whatever works for you as far as dual lands, but we are running 2 Den of the Bugbears, which I would easily run 4 if I could, but I don't have them because of the fact that when it attacks, it generates a creature token, which of course synergizes with getting the +1/+1 or making it an angel, etc., etc. So that is the deck, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of living a dream. I'm hoping we have enough removal to kind of get us there where we can, and of course either win with Tibalt comboed with Faithful Disciple, or just win with Goldspan Dragon or Tibalt on their own. This one, oh man, the struggle is real, guys. I have a fair warning. Yeah, the struggle is real with this deck, but hopefully you guys enjoy it. So yeah, we'll see you on the after comments. Our opponent's going first. This could bite us in the bum. But I think we're going to keep it. Have faith in our deck a little bit. We're a long ways from this, so we'll just go ahead and fire this off on turn 1. We are going to need the white anyways, so yeah. Opponent in the tank about what they're going to do. So we'll have to wait and see. They're on the play, though, so I think that bodes well for them. And, all right. So already a little cautious, unfortunately. Snow-covered mountains. No turn 1, no turn 2. Okay. Let's go ahead and play a Disciple. Maybe they give us a card, maybe they don't. Question is, are we going to hold on to the smashing or not? They do have a pause. So this is interesting. Looks like mono red. So may have to hold on to the smashings. So this could be a Torghast Disciple, right? Nothing from our opponent. All right, let's get in there first since we have Vigilance. Gonna hold off on our card draw. And, well, let's go ahead and play our tap land right now then. And just send it back. Dragon, gonna hit one of our lands. So they're mono red dragons. Checks out, resolves. We will decline. Got a red source, sweet. We will get rid of that dragon. And then go in there. Of course, we didn't know we were gonna draw it, so we'll let that go. Well, shoot, we can gold span of our own, though. So maybe we take one more hit. Let's see if they have their own gold span. We may be able to keep it, because Showdown of the Scalds might... Okay. Alright. I'm alright with that. One less removal spell for our Dragon. So I think we are going to take it. Man. Heritage or Divine Visitation? Divine Visitation, because I want to make a bunch of angels with Tibalt. I think that would be funny. Okay. Opponent on a big mana deck. Jeez, that's so funny. 4 damage we didn't need to take, but that's okay. We will not impulse this turn. So let's see. We're going to let that go and then play Mountain. Actually, we need the double white, so we're still going to take it. Oh, we also have Treasure, though, which I don't think is going to stick around. Double, all right. I like what our opponent's got going on. Let's see. Fair enough. Oof. So they're mono red dragons. Fair enough, opponent. Fair enough. So can we afford to take the 2 here? I'm going to take it. And then next turn we can... Do we want Foretell here? Huh. I don't remember if we played a land or not now. I think we did. We did. No, we don't Foretell here. We'll go ahead and sack the land, though. Opponent going for some big mana plays for sure. This is a little scary. Of course. Now we miss our land drop. That's pretty funny, right? Let's go ahead and impulse here. hold our Scald till we have units on the board. Opponent's packing a hand full of removal. Wow, thanks, deck. All right, let's go ahead and play Showdown of the Scalds. See if we get a land here. Thankfully, we do. Thankfully, we do, my friends. Which is nice. So, Tibalt maybe? Tibalt would be nice. Play Tibalt, -3, make 3 angels. Tyrant gonna hit our other white source. That resolves. So we're gonna play Pathway. Take action. No creatures on the board. Play a white source. Doomscar. I guess the correct play there would have been Demon Bolt plus Foretell. So we could have done that a little bit smoother. Jeez Louise. All right. Impulse. Straight Garbo. Foretell. Send it back. This is a very interesting game. Our opponent's at 9 mana. I think they might just, what is it? The Brood, you know what I'm talking about? The 6/6 can't be countered, and then if it gets 10 damage or more, you just wreck your opponent. Purge, another pointless card for us, unfortunately. Impulse again. Play a land. Tapped. And I don't know why I did that. I guess there's some value of putting it. I mean, we have creatures in this deck. Did they kill our... Did we even play one? Yeah, they killed our 1 gold dragon. Fair. So their hand is all removal. Yeah, I feel like with what they probably have in hand, we're just going to Tibalt and then -3. Make 12/12 worth of angels. If we can cast a follow-up spell, would be sweet because it puts counters on them, right? Wait, why would it put counters on them? Oh, because of Scald. That's right. I was like, wait a second, Jedi. There's a reason why I said that. We've all seen so much. Okay. I guess we could have played Path, right? We could have played Path to play Dragon, but once again, they have removal. Next turn, we'll be able to put counters on stuff. End the turn. I wonder if it's worth, like, bolting our own Disciple. I don't think so. Yeah, I think we're going to wait, depending on what they do here. What can they do? They can blast us and they can ingenious us. Fair. Yep, that works out. You get to cast a spell regardless, so I think I'd rather just get the bonus, right? Nice, opponent, nice. That all resolves. Do we get Catharic Charge or whatever? No. How does... Now it doesn't give you... Yeah, so it doesn't give you... So Circle isn't as good. Spectral Steel... I guess we just take Steel. It's a cheap spell. They're gonna learn, probably get... Yep, Mascot Exhibition. Fair enough. We've gotten rid of all our board wipes. Oh, yeah, I guess we have to pull the trigger on it. That's silly. Unfortunately, I don't want to take 4 here. That's a little awkward, but I guess we could still play Spectral Steel. Okay. So... we want Dragon to get the counters, right? So, play Goldspan Dragon. Play a land. Play Disciple. Play Steel. Put a counter on Dragon again. I guess diversifying our threats isn't horrible, right? I mean, they have a bunch of things to kill that, but it makes it a little bit harder. Attack. And then we just keep... Well, we're going to lose Borrowed Time, so I think I'm actually just going to play it. As weird as that sounds. Like, we're losing it, right? Yeah. So we're just going to play Borrowed Time, auto pay, and we're just not going to target anything. And put a counter here. Divine Purge will get rid of their guys from Mascot Exhibition. So we might actually somehow win this game. As awkward as this game has been. We're at 11. We can Divine Purge plus... Well, Purge does get rid of our guy, so maybe we don't. Yeah, I guess looking at that, I should probably put both counters. But we can also just show down the Scolds, right? That's going to give us some counters as well. So maybe we Purge, putting a counter here. We'll see. If they pay 7 out of their 9 to do it, I think we will do it. Because that gets rid of all the tokens. We still can technically play our Disciple if we want to. Maybe I should have put everything on the Dragon to make... Because they have 9 mana, so they can do... easily. Yeah, alright, fair. Yep, fair enough. I like their deck. Their deck is sweet. Oh, opponent. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Duelist Heritage seems pretty decent with a Bugbear. So, can we pull this off? Alright, so play a land. Fire up the Bugbear. Heritage. So we can't do all of it. Heritage should let us put a counter. Exile Spectral Steel from your graveyard. Return another target. Or, okay. So that doesn't work the way I want it to. But I think that's good enough because the token is attacking. So stack like that. Yes. Take action. Yes. Oh, that's right. And the visitation. Visitation got us there. Yes. Opponent goes first and we're missing white. Is Reckless Impulse plus Demon Bolt enough to get us there? I don't think so, so we're going to mulligan. Okay, we're going to keep this one and let's go ahead and tuck the dragon. And then hopefully Doomscar plus Demon Bolt will get us there, right? Okay. Probably gonna go ahead and foretell Demon Bolt first. Red, white. Could be blue in there. We're not sure yet. All right. Well, yeah. Then let's go ahead and just protect ourselves and tuck the Doom Scar. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, if it was enchanted, will owner's hand. Create tokens you control that are enchanted. All right. Creature tokens you control that are enchanted and equipped get +1/+1. If a non-token creature you control dies, fair. Fair enough. So we can run our Disciple there to maybe pull some stuff, right? Because they only get the one thing back. Oh, Exile. Well, that's pretty good too. Let's just do that. That's probably really ambitious. It may have just been correct to play Disciple and force them to put something else on top of it, right? Because that was just a 1-for-1. Okay. Okay, so we'll run out both our Disciples to gum up the board some. We want to potentially use the Doomscar to like even the playing field, hold up. Actually, you know what? We'll probably go... Nice. What is that? Vigilance. Okay, cool. So let's go Demon Bolt and Disciple. I like what they got going on here. It feels like a pretty resilient deck. Oh my goodness. Okay. So much for that. So, can we... Man, I keep missing lands. Alright, let's get in there with our dude. Play Disciple, leave up Demon Bolt. So if they try to equip, we can at least... we can kill it response, and I think that's safe. Man. Yeah, let's just Demon Bolt this. This deck is really explosive. I think I've gone up against it before. And it's 3 to equip, 4. So the question is, do we... Yeah, man, I kind of... Sounds kind of crazy, but a part of me wants the Doomscar right now. Just because this guy can get out of hand. Whenever you unattach equipment from a creature you control... Doomscarring feels pretty awkward. Let's get in there and then Doomscar. It's not the most value, but if they equip the sword, then we're just kind of stuck like Chuck, you know what I mean? Let's see. Maybe we get a Banishing Light. We do not. Cathar's Crusade seems pretty sweet, though. Ugh, that's super aggressive, man. But that card is kind of all right. Anointed Procession plus Cathar's Crusade. So, did a little bit of high rolling here. I can kind of deal with that. Kinda. So let's go Cathar's Crusade. It's going to be... Oh, man. Because then we could play Tibalt -3, and they're all going to be 4/4s, 6/6s, something stupid like that. Can we race this? I don't think so. Oh, thank goodness. All right, cool. Cool. Okay. Gosh, I really want to do both, but I think that's too greedy. Oh wow, that's actually kind of legit. That's kind of legit. Uh, if we had the time to do both, man, that would have been awesome. Enters tapped. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tap. No, we don't have enough to do both. I was thinking if we could do both, but I don't think we can. So we're gonna Tibalt, and we're gonna -3 because he's gonna die anyways. And this should make 4/4s, or wait, right? Yeah. So we have 3 4/4s. And then I wonder if we just play another Tibalt and minus again. Then it's on our opponent to have the board wipe, right? Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. We might be able to race them. Man, I wish we had a window to land that Anointed Procession. That would have been huge. We will got in 6 dudes. Creatures you control that touch equipment have double strike. Alright, so now I think we're stuck like Chuck. I think we need a board wipe or we're out of gas. Unfortunately. Alright, so now we have to. Nice! Oh, wow, that was freaking lucky. Oh, that was lucky. And we still can't do both things, unfortunately. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Ah, we just don't have the time to foretell either. Gosh, that would have been so good, though. So what do they get back? Oh, nothing? All right, so... Oh! No! No! Oh, I completely messed that up. I forget. Ah, I should have read him. We could have gotten the board clear. Now they get him back. Ah, I'm kicking myself for that. Absolutely kicking myself for that now. Yeah, I should have just done it. Ah. Yeah. And because of the flyer, like the flyer is what made it. Well, I guess not. Yeah. Ah. So we need pinpoint removal here. Yeah, I 100% messed up. Like that's what did it, honestly. All right, I guess we gotta scold here. Borrowed time, that will do it. We don't have enough to do both, unfortunately, but... Alright. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still don't have enough to Tibalt and Anointed Procession. The Maul giving flying is an issue. Okay, that kills us, right? Because they just equip for 0. Nicely done. Yeah. Okay. Maybe. Yeah, man, flying. Ouch. Flying has been ouch. The flying is... we have the spike field for that. So we can make plenty of blockers. So do we play a dude right now to block just to get the counters, right? Dragon doesn't do anything. Tibalt making a bunch of dudes doesn't do anything. Good game. Dang. Ah. Alright, our opponent's going first and we have no interaction. I don't think we can keep this. We're going to have to ship this one, unfortunately. Yeah, if we were on the draw, if we were on the play, maybe I would consider it, but this could just lead us to getting absolutely demolished, so we're going to ship it. Alright, this is better. We're going to keep this, and we will keep our lands and tuck Showdown. This deck really doesn't want to see Showdown too early. All our lands are tapped, unfortunately, but what are you going to do? Fire from our opponent's side of the board. Alright, dragons. With a good start on their part. So... I really don't feel... Man, we really... Actually, you know what? I'm going to pay the 3. I'm going to pay the 3 because I really think we're going to need that Doomscar. Ironically, no. Play Disciple. And we'll play Den here. Alright, our opponent missing on land drops. I will 100% take advantage of that. Hopefully this is still a game and I can put it. If they just literally don't have any land drops, then, you know, I'll scoop it up or whatever. Or we won't put it in the video. This looks like what's going to happen, unfortunately. Opponent has a fast spell, so I feel like our War Leader would just die. So I think we're going to just Reckless Impulse here. Make sure we hit our land drops. There we go. And send it back to our opponent. Fearsome Whelp. That, unfortunately, is going to get killed before the end of their turn. Because we're going to lose Faithful Absence anyways. So I'll draw a card without getting the discount. let's attack. We could have dragoned, but I think I want to hold on the dragon and just play War Leader here. Leave up Demon Bolt. Unfortunate for our opponent. I mean, they kept a 2-lander with an orb, so, I mean, it seems like a reasonable hand. I think I would have kept it as well. Could have also chosen not to kill the dragon. Ooh, alright. That's what's up. Yeah, let's Demon Bolt that so we get at least one attack with the War Leader. Now we'll kind of put the squeeze on them. Trigger, trigger. And play the Disciple because I don't think we're going to board wipe. And yeah. Let's see here. 2 land, not good enough. We're going to mulligan. And all right, we'll keep this one and let's tuck. We'll tuck a dragon for the time being. Okay, fair enough. Nice. So we could probably hold on to our smashing here. So let's just play Mountain for the time being. Play Disciple on 2. Try to land the War Leader, though I don't think so. So this is going to look like a Sanguine Blood deck. I Twitch, fair. Doomscar. That might come in handy. There was maybe incentive to do it last turn, or this turn to foretell to protect it. Should our opponent have discard, but... Okay. So this is just straight vampires, it's looking like. So play the tapped land, I guess. And then foretell. And we're going to hold off on our War Leaders until our opponent commits a little bit. Feel like an attack here is what? Just an automatic block? I guess keeping their board down wouldn't be a bad thing, right? Okay, cool. Cool. So they want the Witch. So we're going to wait for the announcement to flip, I guess. Have them commit. There's the blood. So we need one of our... we're going to need one of our... borrowed times. There we go. Hey, look at that. Ask and you shall receive. Excellent. I think this is an absolutely amazing pickup for us. We can deal with wedding announcement, but this brushstroke is really what kind of sets them apart and how they're going to get us. So, yeah. Cool. Let's give them the card now because they may play it next turn, right? And then, you know, that bodes well for us. Like, I mean, maybe I guess we could have to save us some life because that is going to flip. It's on the end step. Yeah. Okay. So we're good. We take like 3 damage here. They commit to the board. We doom scar. Let's see what we get here. Oh my gosh. There's Duelist Heritage and Visitation. We're gonna get Visitation, man, because, like, making 4/4 Angels is just ridiculous. Another Sanguine Blood. All right, that's a little bit of an issue. So we're gonna take quite a bit of damage here. We might actually just be dead, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to Doom Scar and then War Leader. Oh, man, this is gonna be tough. And they draw a card. Yeah, this is going to be pretty darn tough here. So we're going to take 10, right? We're at 2. So we're just dead? Gosh, darn it. Oh, man. Oh, well. It's unfortunate. We were going to get to do some cool things, but apparently not. And then the problem is that the Angels don't have lifelink. So we actually... Yeah. Good game, opponent. Man. So, like, Yep. Oh, well. On to the next one. Opponent is going first. We're going to keep this one. I'm going to ask our disciple to do some work, unfortunately. So let's see if this is dragons or control. I guess we'll find out here in a minute. Most likely just going to go ahead and fire off the foretell next turn. Unless our opponent plays something that is relevant. All right, so control. Okay, so I'm glad we kept our 2 gold spans. Yep. Visitation is exactly what we want to do. We can't play it this go around, so we'll just foretell. Luckily, they're probably going to let that resolve. Question is, I guess if they leave mana up, we'll play Visitation. If they do not, then we'll fire off our dragon, our gold spans. Start getting in there. Interesting. They won't be able to fire that off here. Is there any value to playing the skull? There's not. So we're gonna hold. That needs to be like one of the last things we do, you know? They're gonna expect a windfall. That gives them 3 mana. So we will go ahead and fire off the dragon here. They spend their... We want them to spend their treasures. They do not. That's a little scary. Fading Hope. Fair. Still burned a treasure, so I consider that a win. I wish we could do 2 things at once right now, but we cannot. Okay, a mill deck. Got it. Okay. Fair enough, opponent. All right, let's try to get him dead. And we'll hold our treasure because we obviously won't need to mill anything. I was half far. What is it? Half your... Okay. Unexpected windfall. Fair enough. They can have another Fading Hope, but we're going to dragon them again. Hideous Laughter. Okay. That may kill us. It did not, thankfully. 9 cards left. 9 cards left. It's going to be tough. Going to be very tough. So I actually am going to fire off the shadow or the skull. Oh, actually, shoot. No. Nope, we can't. I was going to say because it buffs our team, but that's 4 cards less. Hideous Laughter. That may do it. That may kill us. Oh, hoo, hoo. We got lucky, and that was their blue mana, so I think we're safe unless they have something like a Demon Bolt or double, and we got there. All right. 2-drop plus removal, and we're on the play. We're going to keep this one. Let's see if it gets us there. Go ahead and... Yeah, there's no reason not to play the Sundown Pass on 1. We'll go Disciple and then leave up Demon Bolt, or we can pass. Snow-covered mountain from the opponent. We'll find out what this means here in a minute. Is it going to be a play with fire? It is not. So maybe werewolves. Fair enough. Pretty much going to fire off the... Oh, that's... Actually, you know what? I am just going to fire it off the borrowed time at this point. I'm gonna try to leave up the Demon Bolt for instant speed. I play Tovolar here. Ooh, Rahilda. Nice, 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 nice. Missing. Oh, no, we didn't miss a land drop. Thank goodness. Only awkward thing here, of course, is the fact that if we draw a land, we won't have Foretold Demon Bolt. Tovolar, all right. Missing the land drop. Go ahead and counter here. Snakeskin Veil, fair enough. I guess that means that we are not going to block. Or I'm sorry, not going to attack. Frostbite checks out. So they get to draw 2 cards here, refill their hand. We have Tibalt in hand, so I think we're going to grab Divine Visitation. Opponent drawing 2 there is pretty rough. Pretty rough, not going to lie. We'll play a tap Spikefield Hazard. And man, I really don't want it to be nighttime, so I guess we're just going to Demon Bolt Tovolar. Which is unfortunate. So, play Dragon, don't attack. Toski, alright, nice. I like what they got going on here. I really don't want him to draw 2 cards, so we're just going to go ahead and do this. If we attack, 1, 2, 3, 4, no. No attacks. So we'll let Toski through. We'll eat up the Tenacious Pup. And then maybe we have a window for Visitation minus Tibalt. Might still play Tibalt next turn and try to play a 3-drop, right? That might do us some work. And then the subsequent turn, play Visitation. Yep, we'll eat this guy. Let's see if they have like a Frostbolt to kill our dragon. That would be unfortunate, but we've gotten a little lucky here. But I mean, we also had 4 removal spells, which is what the deck does. Okay. Purge. Oh, that only gets rid of Tovolar, actually. That literally only gets rid of Tovolar. Alright. Give me a good 3-drop. Simprotter. Yes, please. Okay, so we have 2 blockers. Only unfortunate thing is it looks like we're going to lose... Oh, no. Okay, that's right. So if we just let the Ill-Tempered Loner through, right, block Tovolar and Toski, then he only takes 3. That still makes it a little awkward with Divine Visitation, obviously, because we want him to be as high as possible. He only pumps a wolf. Oh, sweet. That's actually a good sign for us. Oh, so they want him to flip the Ill-Tempered Loner. Okay. Fair enough. Nice. That's cool. Simprotter. We're going to draw us a card. Let's see if they take the 4 or not. And we're finally going to get to do it! Oh, man! It took us so long, but we did it! This is fantastic. Opponent doing the math right now. The fact of the matter is we're not going to play Showdown of the Scalds. We're going to play Divine Visitation and -3 Tibalt. They're in the tank right now trying to figure it out. They could take 4... and put that card into our graveyard, or they can, yep, all right, they're going to take it, fair enough. Play a land. Play Divine Visitation. Our opponent reading that. We're doing it! -3 Tibalt. That's going to make us, yes, 3 angels. And we're going to attack in the air. Feeling pretty good about our position here, chat. We didn't play a spell, so they flipped. And I think we're dead, right? Oh, you get to do it. Opponent's doing the math, but they really, all they have to do is all their guys are gonna take all this damage, and they just point it at our face. So unfortunately, we're dead. Oh, seems good. Even if we left back the dragon, it wasn't gonna work. We go first. We have our removal, but no white. We do have a Reckless Impulse, though, so let's go ahead and keep this and see if it gets us there. Go ahead and play tap land first, and then we'll mountain. And then probably hold on Impulse till 3. Oh, alright, well that helps too. So now we could definitely just kind of hold here. No need to Impulse just yet now. Blue-white, so CR removal versus a control deck, which is unfortunate. Disciple, though, so sweet. We could start bashing in a little bit. So, let's go Fading Hope. Fair enough, fair enough. Nothing much we could do there. They bottom. That's a good thing for us. We'll just go ahead and play it again. Gambler checks out, or Channeler checks out. Going up against the control deck. Play this. And foretell that. And then we're just kind of holding. Solid game plan from our opponent. It's a pretty land, actually. Oh, is that supposed to be Icewind Dale? All right. That's convenient. I guess let's get in there because it's free. And then we will Reckless Impulse to see if we draw. Might just go ahead and Showdown as well. Fading Hope our guy. Okay. They top. That's unfortunate. All right. Do we get a land? We do get a land, as a matter of fact. We can even play a tap land if we want. No real reason to. Oh, and we get... All right, cool. Let's do that, actually. Let's just get that annoying thing off the board. Fair. All right, let's see here. So next turn, we're going to have another land. So that was actually fairly good for us. And then we could Goldspan Dragon. And I think that's actually what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's play our land to play around Jiraiya Disruption. And then we're going to Dragon. And then we could use the treasure to Reckless Impulse. Opponent is going to go digging this turn, which is fair. And yeah, let's just Impulse. Borrowed Time and another Reckless. Okay, okay, fair. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. It's not amazing. Our opponent's gonna go digging. Ah, okay. So they make that cost 2 less. Gotcha. I see. I see the shenanigans, if you will. Five mana. They're staring down a gold span dragon, though. They're gonna Valorous Stance it. Yep. Have no way of dealing with that, so that resolves. No issues there. We no longer get the treasure token, thanks to Alchemy. And Archive. Okay. So they gave us a target for Borrowed Time. I appreciate that. So we're going to go Disciple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, man, I hope we get a land. So I think we should definitely Disciple plus Borrowed Time. Pitching a Sunset Revelry. Interesting. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Doomscar. Not what we wanted to see. So, Faithful. Let's take a chance. Reckless Impulse. Do we get a land? We do not get a land. I took a chance and I thwarted it. So this is not going to be a thing. We will end the turn. I guess there was no reason for me not to. What do we exile? Borrowed Time. Yep. It's unfortunate. Guess I should have just done it, right? At least we drew our Tibalt, which they know is coming down next turn. And we unfortunately don't have an enchant. And they're not going to kill our Disciple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our opponent's still at a very healthy life total here. Hey, I don't hate that guy. Let's go ahead and do this before we do anything else. Let's plus to make a dude. This guy seems pretty horrible. I guess we could play him and then use it to sack the... All right. There's a thing. There's a thing there. I think I'm going to do it at the end of their turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Channeler. Okay. I don't know if it matters, but it may choke them on mana that they thought they had, right? So maybe that's a window for us. Sack, destroy the archive. Okay, that resolves. We have a land. Let's plus... Hellrider. Hell yeah. Now we're talking. Play a land. Demon Bolt that dude. Oh, no, 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 no. I got too excited. We're going to get countered out of our minds. No, Jedi. That's so going to get countered. I 100% messed up. Yep. 100%. Like, that was... that would have been 8 damage there. Our opponent would have taken another 7. They would have been at 7. Or another, wait. Taken another 5? Yeah, 5. They would have been at 9. Oh, that's irritating. Maybe we can get another one. I don't think I would have fired off the War Leader because I want to be respectful of... All right, Lear. Lear with 3 cards in hand. Fair. Fading Hope, yep. That checks out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice. So can we borrowed time that? They have Fading Hope, which is like super annoying. We have double borrowed time though. Another Hell Rider. Do they see the Hell Rider? They do not. Okay. It's borrowed time. They use their Fading Hope to bounce Lear. And then we can, I believe, attack freely. And we'll hold the War Leader. Should have gotten in so much more damage last turn. Interesting. This is very interesting. Yeah, eat that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So we can't do both, unfortunately, but we still can just play our Disciple. Fire up Hell Rider, get in there. And then play Disciple. Our opponent does not have any creature lands in play, so that bodes well for us. Tibalt doing some work, man. Tibalt doing some work. They're going to go digging again. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana left. Revelry gains them some life, gives them some blockers. They have potential bounce spell left. And an archive. Okay. So Divine Purge hits our Disciple and their guys. They take 4. I wonder if we could do better than that. Bugbear. Nice. We're going to... Hobble Fiend doesn't seem too bad, actually. Right? Because we can sack our Disciple. I don't know if we want to, though. Maybe it's just Pitchburn Devils. Trigger. All right, they want to preserve their life total. Respectable. So we'll just play Devils here. And then we could Reckless Impulse. I'm wondering if we wanted to get rid... No, we need this for another Lear. So let's just Foretell. Pitchburn Devils, if they do have the board wipe, I mean, they have a ton of blue and not that much white. So I don't know if... Well, I guess they have Archive as well. You know what? Maybe we should destroy the Archive just in case they're running... I've seen some of these decks run the wipe everything removal. Lightning Bolt, fair. That was a good pickup. So yeah, I think we should have. Dragon, though. Okay. I wish Tibalt can go face, man. That's so awkward. You could also make a bunch of dudes here. Devil seems good. Do we want to fire up the Haven? I think we just play Goldspan Dragon. Can we do both, actually? 1, 2, 3, 4. We can, actually. Yeah, I think we've got it now. I can't imagine them having something to deal with all this. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Never got to do the thing, unfortunately, though. Hullbreaker is going to block. Okay. Oh, that's pretty unfortunate. What can we do here? We lost the dragon, so we can't Doomscar, which is unfortunate. So I got greedy and punished, right? Because we could have Doomscarred. Darn it. I guess we just Impulse, right? So they just bounce our Tibalt. Yeah, so maybe I should have just minused everything. All right, we don't lose Tibalt, actually. Oh, yeah, but they just bounce it, derp. What a game. What a game this has been. Holy shnikes. So... -7. One, two, three. We could Doomscar twice. So... How do we do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. And they have a million spells, right? Maybe the Doomscar is ambitious, but if it resolves, right, they could bounce their Hullbreak Horror and then, like, let our board... No, they can't. They have to bounce some of our tokens. I don't know. One, two, three, four, five, six. And then exiling artifacts and creatures doesn't quite work. Try it again. That resolves. Hmm. Yeah, I don't really know. Well, friends, that is the deck. And yeah, this thing's a 1. Like, I don't know how I could make it work. It was a cool idea, but in practice, it just didn't come to fruition, unfortunately. As much as I tried to make it work, you know, the war leaders could potentially be out of lines just to get that trigger off early enough, but I think the deck is just a scotch too clunky. The card draw and stuff just doesn't quite line up well enough. So yeah, I mean, they can all be winners, right? And I'm not the best brewer. They call it the struggle bus for a reason. But this deck took a long time to get this video recorded, and I never really, even some of the videos I posted, I wasn't super, or that I'm going to post, I'm not super excited about. So just being completely transparent. That being said, you know, hey, we call it the struggle bus for a reason. So I hope you enjoyed the video on some aspect. And until next time, as always, happy gaming.